Hi and welcome everybody to the Friday Sports Zone. Scott Nolte, Chip Reed here for the highlights of Week 6 of the high school football season.
On this show, Big Red hosts DeSales. LINSLY takes on McGuffey. Cameron plays for the second time in just 4 days as they visit Trinity, while Union Local looks to bounce back as they visit Magnolia.
Yeah, that's all true, Chip, but we start with Wheeling Central, however, hosting WEIR High. Of course, the Maroon Knights coming off their big win a week ago over Man and looking to add to it tonight, taking on WEIR High. Michael Topher, well, he's just going to keep it himself. Fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by WEIR High. Well, that would not lead to much, and Central will get the ball back, and Riley Watkins is able to bounce his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Later, though, WEIR High hits a big play. Corey Lyons is going to take it into the end zone as he leaps home for the touchdown. And we've got a bit of a game here.
Kind of surprised in the early going. Yeah.
Maroon Knights answer right back, however, keeping it on the ground. Big gain into WEIR High territory. And that would lead to another Wheeling Central touchdown as they're just able to get it into the end zone for the score. The Maroon Knights starting to roll in this one. Later then on the punt return, bounces, and Central's bringing it back. And Cody Martos is going to bring it deep into WEIR territory before he's finally knocked out of bounds. That would lead to Topher, a little double clutch, but it doesn't matter. Finds his man, Braxton Anderson. He's in. Touchdown, Maroon Knights. Central's not done. Topher again to the air. Anderson again on the other end. That's another Wheeling Central touchdown. The Maroon Knights roll 54-27 the final as they get the victory over WEIR. All right, let's go to Reno Sockotch Field at Harding Stadium in Steubenville. Big Red playing host to Columbus DeSales. The Stallions would get on the scoreboard first, a 25-yard field goal, and DeSales is now up 3-0 early over Big Red. On the ensuing kick, however, from DeSales, Big Red, well, they have some issues with it. A couple of players both fumbling around for it. It's still loose on the turf, and DeSales has it deep in Steubenville Big Red territory.
Don't want to do that.
Not at all. A couple of plays later, Gabe Caruso breaks the tackle in the backfield, busts outside, and he will score. It's 10-0 now in favor of DeSales. On to the second quarter, it's still 10-0 in favor of the Stallions. Steubenville driving down the field. Phaeton Hill eludes a tackle and finds Gavin Bozinga, who makes a great catch, gets the first down for Steubenville at the 25-yard line. A few plays later, Bozinga into the end zone for the touchdown. Make it 10-7, but DeSales goes on to get the win over Big Red, 36-21 in favor of the Stallions.
LINSLY, good game against Steubenville last week. They did come up a bit short. They take the field in front of a nice crowd at West Family Stadium. We are on the campus of West Liberty University here for the LINSLY football game. Their opponent, but it's the Highlanders that would get things going in the early quarter. Philip McCune, the keeper, he picks up some big yards deep into LINSLY territory. A few plays later, Eric Donnelly will score from just 3 yards away, and it's 7-0 Highlanders with the Cadets. Scott are one of those teams they never say die. Going to look to answer Luca Di Lorenzo. He keeps it and picks up some nice yards of his own, but the drive would stall. So much to see there from LINSLY. McGuffey with the ball now. Logan Carlisle looking to pass it. Bounces off a defender and right into the hands of Ethan Janovich, who appears to score, but an inadvertent whistle gives them the ball at the 10. That will make the coach really happy, wouldn't it?
Right.
The third team that helped McGuffey. Later, the pass is actually caught by Ethan Dietrich, giving McGuffey a 14-0 lead. And I still told you, don't sleep on LINSLY. The game's not over yet. They would actually go 21-0. LINSLY would get on the board late in the half. Di Lorenzo with an 18-yard touchdown run. This would set up Adam Dalton touchdown, but the Cadets on the board with just seconds left in the half. It's 21-7, and LINSLY, I told you, they're going to win 26-21 despite being down 3 scores against McGuffey there at West Liberty. Well, it's senior night at Magnolia. It's just the Eagles' second game back after a COVID hiatus. They lost to Monroe Central last week. Really not a whole lot to see in the first half. After a drive, Brandon Morandi is dandy for about a 20-yard field goal. It's 3-0 Eagles. And the Eagles are going to make it hard on Jets QB Carter Blake. Elijah Swan swoops in gracefully for the sack. So Magnolia is still with a very narrow early lead, and on offense, they want to dial in some points. Here's a check down from Randy to Caden Johnson, who takes it down all the way to the 15-yard line. So a promising drive for Magnolia to score again, but they actually turn it over inside the red zone. UL takes over. Blake airs it out 40 yards through the air to Hayden McCrate. A great reception in traffic. The score was only 3-0 at halftime, and Union Local actually goes on to win 26-23 to improve to 5-1 on the road.
All right, Chip, that's only our first segment, folks. Time for a break, but when we come back, we've got more highlights, including Cameron playing for the second time in just 4 days. They travel to Morgantown to face Trinity.